Alright, in this video I want to show you how to use the search form in Scout. The search form in Scout is over here on the left side. When you first open Scout, it may look just like this if you've never opened Scout before. And for this video we can ignore the finances on the right, and we can even ignore what's going on here in the middle, because I just want to show you how to search for people, organizations, and events. We'll start by searching for people. When you search for people, you can type in either what their first name starts with or what their last name starts with, or you can use a space to use a combination of both options, first and last name. So for instance, I can type DEN, and I'll find anyone whose first or last name begins with DEN. So we see Alan Dennison and Dennis Popper. Or I can type MOL, and I'll find anybody whose first or last name begins with MOL. Or I can use a space to say I want the first name to start with DEN and the last name to start with MOL, and we'll see that we see Dennis Mollett. So that's people. I'm going to uncheck the people icon and check the organizations icon to say now I want to search for only organizations. And here it's just whatever the organization starts with. So I could type faith, and I'll see every organization that starts with faith. I could type Calvary and get every organization that starts with Calvary, and so on. Let me uncheck organizations and select events. And now again, it's whatever the event name starts with. So I'm going to search for teen, and we're going to find every event that begins with the word teen. Now as you search for these, you may want to filter down a little bit more specifically than just the name of the event or the name of the organization or person. And you can do that by clicking the filters button. And in this window you can see person filters, organization filters, and event filters. And I'm going to show you an event filter. I've already entered start date after 9/15/2014, and all that I have to do to activate that filter is check this box to say yes, I want to use the filters. Now when I hit search, you'll see I only find events that happen after today, or after, I'm sorry, not today, but after 9/15/2014. Okay. Also, I can select all three icons, and when I do a search like that, I'm going to be able to see people and organizations and events in the same search. So here's people using faith for first or last name. Here's organizations that begin with the word faith. And if I were to uncheck my filter and search again, there's also an event down here that begins with faith. So there's an example of how you can search. If you need more detailed search information, you can right click on any of these icons and you can open in grid. And from here a window will open. You can resize the window if you need to. But you're able to choose exactly which, in this case, which events you want to see. So I'm looking at future events. After you make a change, you would have to hit refresh to get the new data. But I'm looking at future events, and I can scroll through and find the one that I want. Maybe I want to sort by the end date of the event, or I want to sort by code. That will help me to find what I'm looking for. Then I can just check the events that I want to open and open selected events. You'll see that those events are going to open in the background right there. One more thing is the archive button. When you archive someone, it's sort of like you're putting them in the trash, but you're not really deleting them. They're still in the database, but they're sort of out of sight, out of mind. And I'll show you how that works. I'm going to just search for people, and I'm going to find the Dennis Mollett record, and I'm just going to take that record and I'm going to drag it right down here to the archive button. Drag it right there and let go. And now Dennis is in the archives. And if I want to find him, I need to check the archives button to say yes, I want to search for people in the archives, and you'll see that he shows up there. If I want to remove him from the archives, I would pull him right back here, take him out of the archives. The purpose of the archives is if you want to get someone out of the database who perhaps they have some finances in the database somewhere, they've given donations or they've paid for a camp, something like that, but you don't want to delete them because then you don't have that record of who did what. You can just archive them instead. They'll still be in the database, you'll still be able to find them in the future, but they'll be out of sight, out of mind when you do a search without being in the archives area. Thank you very much.